back to Eyes on the Fear. Lauren Artino here with Tim David. We are back in a familiar place. You might remember this place.
Yeah.
Velocity Esports in Newport, Kentucky.
Yeah, love being here.
Yeah.
Lots of action, lots of fun games. Definitely check it out if you're in the area for sure.
Yeah, speaking of action and fun games, Stephen and Emma went to Shine.
Yes.
One of their first big trips, right?
Right, yep. So they went to Boston for Shine 2022, and they did phenomenal. They did terrific. We're so proud of them. Stephen ended 9th overall.
Wow,
out of 500. We're gonna go high 500.
Stephen!
Yeah, so he did great. We're super proud of him. And then Stephen and Emma, their doubles, they came in 13th. So this has been their highest placement for both singles and doubles since they've been with Cincinnati FEAR, and we're extremely proud of them. It was really cool to watch on Twitter. Everyone was popping off with them. Lots of interaction through Cincinnati, and there's a lot of fans from Ohio cheering them on, and it was great to see everybody cheer for Stephen and Emma.
Have you talked to them in the past few days, how they're feeling, all that good stuff?
They're very tired.
Yeah. They drove, right?
They flew.
They flew, okay.
We fly our players.
Yes.
We're very nice.
Wow, this is that would have been like a 15.
It would have been miserable.
That would have been
yeah,
really bad.
and he would not have gotten 9th.
No. Did they get to enjoy the city a little bit after they played, or was it kind of all business?
I think on Sunday they got to do a little bit after. They ended around 3 or 4 p.m. So got to hang out, take some pictures, enjoy some food. So,
I love some lobster.
Yeah, there you go.
Now I give that like an English accent. Lobster. So you guys saw some video of their play there. I think we might have some more pieces. So take a listen to that, and then we'll be back with much more.
Getting a quick little jab, dashing in, dashing out.
I think that could have been a lightning kick off of the jabs from Zirsu, but instead Emma went for a down air. Either way, the stock is dropped from Oni there, and it's just Pyramithra against the world, against 3 stocks from Blue Team.
Oh yeah. Okay, ooh, gets that down smash. Beautiful stuff, covering that second place.
Gets away from that bomb drop.
All right, this match is definitely starting to come down to the final minutes. My Arbiter chip is starting to activate right now. I cannot believe this match is going this long. There's the up air, of course, taking these platforms away again. You cannot allow ZSS to have those for free. Gets the jab lock right into the up B. Is that going to be enough? It for sure is. Doorstop.
Oh, and be careful. We've seen this movie before, Rod. Is this going to be the finish? The doorstop once? Yes! What a combo!
All right, Tim, it's that time of year where, some league play starts to slow down for some, others, it just depends. But we got League of Legends play wrapping up. I recently talked with Julius and Pookar, our team leaders, team coaches. You're going to hear from them in a minute, but what can you tell our viewers and listeners about all the good stuff happening?
I mean, we're extremely proud of how we played in Proving Grounds for League of Legends. Our players did a wonderful job, very proud of them. Our coaches stepped up a lot and really helped out, mold these players into hopefully, reaching their goals in 2023. So we're very proud of them.
I love that. So take a listen. Talked with them earlier this week about how this season went for them, how they feel, what they're looking forward to in 2023 and beyond.
I'm Jalen Julius Key. I was the head coach for Cincinnati FEAR in the summer 2022 split. And overall, I thought the season went a little above average. We didn't get the results that we wanted everywhere, but we still had some good results throughout the season.
All right, my name is Chris Pookar Semp, and I was Jalen's assistant coach for the Cincinnati FEAR in the 2022 summer Proving Ground split. And I can agree with Jalen a little bit with we had a pretty good split, pretty good season by all accounts. Personally, we could have done a lot better just based on how we did in practice, but overall, it was still pretty good season for us.
So I think overall, we started off the split pretty well. We started off a little rough, but as everything came together, we started ironing out the kinks in the team, and we ended up getting second in the first open qualifier, which was a pretty good result. We lost to 100X. Who were the overwhelming favorites, at least for that tournament. But we were satisfied with getting second in the first tournament. However, we had some players had some issues that came up that sort of stagnated our growth throughout the split going into the second OQ. And even though we were able to put up a good 4-1 performance, we got out of our group as first seed. We lost to Taco Gaming in the quarterfinals. They ended up winning the tournament, but in our eyes, we still should have beat that team, and we were for sure capable of winning that tournament. As shown by the fact that we played Taco Gaming in a very close 1-2 loss, and they won the tournament.
So next season, probably, if you guess based on the last few years how this format has gone, is that the teams will maybe form in December, and then January we'll have the tournaments and open qualifiers starting back up for this level of play. In the next few months, there might be some, random non-Riot affiliated tournaments that teams might choose to participate in. So it might be interesting to see sort of a preview of next split to see if like any up-and-coming players are playing in those, or up-and-coming teams are playing in those. And then obviously in the next few months, it's important for the players and staff to show off in tryouts and things to promote to the professional level of play. So we're all looking forward to seeing how we can do, and as well as our players, and see if they can really get to the next level off of their performance in the summer. A little inside scoop of the FEAR is that Tim reached out individually to all three of the staff members. Shia from Singapore is not here in this interview, but me, Shia, and Julius were all approached individually. And even last split, we were friends. We were working in last season kind of together a little bit in smaller part, but we were able to come together. Tim was able to bring us all together onto this team, and it was a crazy bit of luck in a way. And I think this was an experience and something that in amateur doesn't always happen, where you have multiple veteran staff members plus, a mix of players that have different experiences in their own right, and bringing it all together. And it was moderately successful, if not, pretty successful, depending on your point of view. So I think that's a pretty interesting fact that people could like to know. And
yeah, so throughout the season, we just held weekly meetings. Specifically for us, it was the day after sort of the tournament days, which was Wednesday, which was the team's off day. We would hold weekly meetings to talk about sort of how things are going, both from the coaching side and from individual players' perspectives. We would talk about, okay, what do we think the problems on the team are, going player by player, things that we should help the players work on, and also what are the problems that we as coaching staff have, where can we be better. We would talk to the players in direct messages to ask them, what complaints do you have about us, where can we be better to help you. Overall, it was a coordinated effort between both players and staff to keep pushing the team forward throughout the season.
Honestly, if you go from start to finish, Cincinnati FEAR has been obviously great experience. In the beginning, you kind of get in amateur, especially in League of Legends, you have a lot of organizations that are trying to get into the scene and promise players things. And Cincinnati FEAR nailed it. I would be pretty confident to say, because a lot of the other orgs, they just don't hit all the marks. But I really do think that the FEAR hit all the marks. You guys were communicative to the point where it was effective, not too invasive of some owners of other orgs are very intrusive and sort of making sure everything runs right. But Tim and everyone else involved in the organization was able to let Julius and the rest of the staff control the team and run practices and schedule, and whatever we needed from him and whatever he needed from us. It was a pretty fluid relationship and smooth relationship between the team, organization, and everyone involved. So it was a great experience.
Ideally, some of our players move up to the professional level. They get picked up by academy teams, LCS orgs, and they move up to the next level. And staff as well. I know that myself, Pookar, Shia, we're all hoping to sort of get picked up by a pro team and move up to that next level. And if not, then I think Cincinnati FEAR has been a great org to work with. I know the players also have positive reviews, so I'm sure players who are interested in playing, if they don't get picked up and they play amateur again, they'll be happy to be a part of the Cincinnati FEAR.
Bottoming out.
Yep.
As is.
And Mecca will get it.
Able to flick and hide.
Enter Wave, and they are going to punch their ticket in.
The Kroger Wellness Festival, presented by PepsiCo and featuring bubbly sparkling water, celebrates healthy living on September 23rd and 24th at the Banks. This free 2-day health and wellness festival features celebrity fitness challenges and live cooking demos, along with product sampling from dozens of brands available at Kroger stores. Each day wraps up with a free concert. On Friday, it's the Eli Young Band, presented by General Mills, and Saturday features Fits in the Tantrums, presented by P&G.
That has to do it for us for this week's show. We have Big Brothers Big Sisters charity streams coming up. Liza just did hers on Tuesday. She did a wonderful job. And then we have Steven coming up Friday, tomorrow, and we'll see how he does.
Those are really exciting too, because obviously you get to watch them play, right, and interact and all of that. But then you have a chance to really give back to your local community. If you're local here in Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky, Indiana as well, it's a great feeling, right?
For sure.
So if you know any gamers, people that are into that, or people that just want to simply give back, send them a link to our socials. We'll make sure you guys get all the info you need, and you can really get involved in a really fun way.
Yep.
Love that.
And then lastly, we have a fun thing going on through the football season, NFL. We're all Bengals fans here.
Oh, yes.
And so we're...
Why'd you pause and look at me like I wasn't?
I'm just making sure.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. I crossed over to the good side.
And we are running a Madden season with the Bengals. And we have Brandon Sejo as our first guest to kind of run along with our simulation. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be on our Twitch stream. So just come on, hop in, have some fun, and watch some Bengals.
That'll be really cool. We'll have much more on that on next week as well. Guys, that's it. Sad to say, we got to say goodbye to you. You can always reach out to us on our FEAR socials, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. And we'll see you next week.
See ya.
See ya. Peace.